Hey together, Aaron the Black Dragons are back, and welcome all of you to another test. Today, the test is called What Kind of Friend Are You? Because September is Friendship Month. And what better test to take than a weird test on the internet to find out what kind of friend I am in light of that. True friends share our lives. True friends share our lives. The good times and the bad. Our friends can be more or less close and more or less loyal, and our relationships with them depend a lot on what we expect from friendship in general. Here are 10 questions to help you find out what friendship means to you. Question 1 out of 10. At school you spend most of your lunch times helping others with their work? Nope. At the chip shop with your friends? Chip shop? No. Having a laugh with your gang? Yeah. Deep in conversation with your best friend? It's the last two. Didn't really have a gang, we're friends. Yeah, gang. Let's go with gang. Have a laugh. What do you talk about with your friends? Work, your love life, personal projects, ideas. Kind of all of that? Because we're not just meeting up to converse about one topic, we meet up to talk about things in general. So work, love life, projects and ideas. And more even. Let's just go with ideas in general, because we talk about a lot of things. Let me know, do you meet up with friends to just talk about one topic, or do you also mix everything into one pot when you meet up? Because it makes the most sense if you ask me. Next question. Question 3. Your best friend is emigrating? You'll be losing the key to your social life, your right arm, the person who keeps you grounded, the person you confide in. So if my best friend is moving away, what would I lose? Well, that's an interesting question, because both of my best friends moved to Vienna, so we're not as close in contact anymore. But my very best friend, I think I lost my right arm. Because I'm left-handed, it does not affect me as much, but I clearly feel that there's something missing. Question 4. Your friend has done something you don't like. You stop calling them, let it go, tell them you are not happy with them, ask them to explain why they did it. The last two are pretty much what I do. Has done something I don't like. Well, I tell them that I dislike that, it's not something I would do, and I ask them why they do that. But not in a, now tell me why you did that, because that upset me, even though you clearly enjoyed that thing kind of way. More in a, what do you get out of that kind of way. Let's just go with the general explanation of why they did something like this. Question 5. You're spending a weekend with your friends. This means a visit to the theater or a music festival. Music festival maybe. Going to the coolest bars in town? Not really. Going to a house in the country and cooking a great feast? Never did that, but it sounds interesting. Might converse with my friends there. Talking late into the night at a little B&B in the countryside. Let's go to a music festival, because that's most of the times that that's the only thing that really makes sense there, because we don't go around to the coolest bars, because we would hang out at home and do things like that. So be at home, have a drink, play games with each other, just joke around, no matter what, talk about life and death and aspirations and things. That's what we would do. Not really any of those things, even though some of the things would sound amazing to do. One of your friends hasn't called you for a couple of months. You don't really worry about it. No, this couldn't happen. You're in touch with your friends every day. Give her a ring to see what's happened. Specifically her. Not him, just her. Assume she has her reasons, she'll be in touch eventually. Interesting that they all of a sudden go with the female pronouns there and don't just go general. In that case, you're going to assume that one of your female friends hasn't called you in a month. Are you panicking over it, or is it okay? For me, I don't really worry about it because I'm horrible with keeping in touch, so are my friends, but we know that each other is still alive. We get enough information out of each other so that we know that nothing really happened. But when we meet up, we're always super close and okay. Question 7. You haven't seen your friend much since let's go with general pronouns, since they started going out with someone new. You think it's understandable, they got far more interesting things to do. I'm disappointed, you wish they would spend some time with you too. You are pleased for your friend, but you really miss them. Don't mind, you're glad things are going well for them. I don't mind that. If they are happy and the person that my friends met, which they met, is not manipulating them in any way, in general I don't care. You have the moments that you need together with only your partner, and once things are softening up and getting smoother with your partner, then you will start meeting with friends as well, besides to your partner or with your partner. So everything needs some time, so I don't mind. What do you and your friends have in common? Hobbies! Practically everything, your sense of humor, your worldview. And we have the same hobbies. We have a rather close sense of humor, and our worldviews are also not too far flung from each other, so all of those things. Not everything, because what I search in people is also a little bit of difference, so that you can expand your horizon a little bit. Let's go with hobbies, because if one thing is similar for me and my friends that I have, it's always the hobbies. Sense of humor is always hit or miss with people, because you might have dark humor, they don't have it, or you might have some really illogical, nonsensical sense of humor, and they only love humor with some deeper thought behind it. That's something completely different there. So sense of humor is not so much important for me, as long as you can make them laugh in some way. And worldview, it's nice to have the similar worldview, but it's also nice to learn from each other with worldviews. As long as it's not extremist versus extremist and two different options, then it's totally okay. But if you're both accepting but have different views on how things should be, totally not a problem. Hobbies, however, are things that get you to talk to people to begin with. So I think generally I want to have friends that have at least a common hobby with me. Which of the following would you most like to be friends with? Someone dramatic and entertaining. Entertaining? A fun and humorous type, a sporty and adventurous type, a great host and cook. No, I think I'd take a fun and humorous type. If you have one fault as a friend, it is that you don't always believe your group are real friends. That's probably my own problem. Are a bit nosy? Nah, I can live with the thing, with the knowledge that I won't ever know everything, because that's just life in general, so who cares? Always expect your friends to be in a good mood? No, don't do that, because I'm not always in a great mood, so why should they be? Are not always around when your friends need you. I try to be, but there goes the thing with we're not as much in touch. So I would love to be more around for them when they need someone, but at the same time we're not in touch enough all the time for that to really work out. And I think the first one speaks to me in that point the most, because I have huge self-hatred and self-doubt problems, so it happens for me that I question how much my friends really like me and appreciate me. So that's the one thought that I have on viewing my friends there. You can be a bit distant as a friend. Yeah, that sounds right. You are carefree and reserved in your friendships. You have several good friends from different areas of your life. That's true. You usually meet your friends through the activities that you do. Well, no, we actually make space for each other to meet up. You get on well and you like to do the same sort of things, going to exhibitions, going to the cinema, traveling, etc. Always doing the same sort of things, maybe, but not exactly the things that you're going there. The exchanges between you and your friends take place mostly on the intellectual level. That's not true. That's 100% not true. We talk a lot about a lot of things, but none of them, not all of them at least, are sensical, so that's not true. In fact, your friends are more like acquaintances you see regularly, but with whom you rarely discuss anything of a personal nature. That's wrong. Not acquaintances, they're friends. We discuss a lot of things, even personal things, so that's not true. You couldn't really imagine confining in them if you were in difficulty. No, I confine in people if I am in difficult times. If my mentality lets me do so, because my mentality will shut myself in certain situations. So it's myself that is the problem. It would take you quite a while to be comfortable with that. No. You are reluctant to strengthen your links with other people, and you shy away from turning acquaintances into friends. Perhaps because you are afraid to put your trust in others and afraid to let your guard down. You might maintain every appearance of being sociable while protecting yourself from being let down by anyone. No, I protect others from me letting them down, because I know that I can do that. And it hurts me in the process as well. So, wrong around, but still. Maybe you've been let down by friends in the past, or perhaps people have used you in place of offering you genuine friendship. No, I have let people down. If you think there is someone with whom you could have a deeper friendship, learn to trust that person and accept that they might be interested in you without having an ulterior motive. I know that. You are flinging into an extreme right there. I said that I'm not engaging with my friends regularly because they also don't engage with me regularly. It's difficult because of the work that they do, the things that they have to do. It's difficult to meet up with people that you don't actually engage with on a regular basis. Like, they are studying, so they have people that they go to study with. They engage with them a lot more because they're in the same space. For me, engaging with them, I'm on a complete different place, I do different things, I have different schedules, so engaging with them is a lot more difficult for us. We have to make space and see if that lines up in the end. That's why we're so distant. But there's not the fear of them abusing our friendship, as you call it in this situation. It's just the genuine fear that I have that is not even related to anything, that people don't appreciate me being around them. Because I'm a mentally nervous and destroyed wreck at times. So, where some things of that might be correct, most of that is complete bull. But yeah, it was still a fun test to some degree. It was a strange test, let's be totally honest, but it was still a fun test to some degree. I'm not gonna leave a link because I don't know. Find a better test. If you want to take a friendship test, find a better one. Maybe do a test with a friend, in fact. Would have done it myself, but it's in the middle of the week. My friends don't have time. So, there's that. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this right here. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, I would leave a comment down below. I really would appreciate that. Tell me about your experiences with friends and your own, I don't know, problems with friends or stuff like that, if you want to. Not like I force you to do so, just if you want to. But anyway, I hope to see all of you in my next video. Bye!